Right, here's the first piece cut. That shows how it's gonna. That's hot. It doesn't help. It's really hot out here as well. Let me just hold that. So I've cut that piece halfway across. That's going to just weld on there, and hopefully that will give a nice neat edge along there. I'll trim that off however long that needs to be. That's the top of the vertical. I'm going to cut another piece off here. It's actually going to be the other side, but I just thought I'd just do a quick show and tell and see what we've got. Right, so I've marked the line to cut to take this end off, and I've also marked the line to cut to just square off that end, because I'm going to take the straight piece, that's the vertical piece, off the end here. Right, here we go. I've finished grinding and cutting and what have you. So there's that. That goes there like that. That one goes there like that. And then once that's welded up, I will cut the top off, and that will sit on there like that. So I'm just going to tack these where they sit, weld them up, and these two are through the other side, and away we go. Right, that's the first pass done. I tacked and welded that side. I've welded that one halfway up because I don't know how far it's going to go, and I've welded that one all the way along and down the side. Now I'm going to flip it over and weld the other side. Right, just getting ready to tack up this second one. I'm going to try and record some of the video. Now I'm going to tack this bit first, and then this one, and then this one. I tacked this one first last time and realised it wasn't actually connected to either of these two that I've got the earth clamp attached to. So quite an impressive feat actually, managing to tack that. Anyway, I'll start off with these two joints first because they're connected to the earth. Okay. Now, this one, there's quite a wide gap at the beginning of this one. So, as I weld it, I'm going to dab in to join the two sides together. As you can see, I'm melting both sides, but in order to make them fuse, I've had to dab in some fill up at the very start. I don't know why this is bubbling again. There's some contamination on these. Anyway, now that I've got a pull, I can then run that along the gap between the two. But in order to make that pull form, I have to add a bit of filler rod that can just flow across. Now, I'm moving quite slowly here, it's quite thick. As I get through to this end piece, I'm moving a lot quicker. There we go. Right. So now that I've finished this, I'm not happy with it. Because I'm going to have the piece sitting on top there, and it very much depends on that weld that's kind of mounted there. I see that as a bit of a weak point. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut through there straight down. I'm going to cut through there straight down, straight across. I'm going to slide this piece along by 20 odd mil, and the piece that was going to be here is going to go all the way down and rest on there. That way I've got a solid connection right the way through. And also I'll be welding this at the bottom, and this will be welding it halfway up its length as well, so that will give it much more rigidity from side to side. So, right, so that's the new design. So I've got full support right the way down to the bottom. The other one looks kind of pretty, but it didn't look very strong. This doesn't look quite so neat, but it does look strong. So, I'm happy. Let's go welding. So, the design's changed again. I've decided to make it more adjustable. So I'm going to cut a hole through. So I'm going to put these on top. I've got two of these. I'm going to put them on top of the side things that go up and down. And I'm going to cut a 15mm square hole through there and out the other side. And that's going to take the bar that's going to have the hooks that hook onto the bobbins, and then I can slide the pole back and forth through that hole to make it adjustable. Anyway, you can see I've marked out my 15mm square hole. I put a hole through the middle, and I've put two holes in each corner. I'm going to drill those with, well, it should be 2mm away from the edges. I'm going to use a 3.5mm drill in each corner, and then I've got a 13mm drill that I'm going to use to take the most out of the middle, the bulk out of the middle. So that's the plan. Here's one I made earlier. It's not bad. I wasn't quite so careful with the drilling, but it's there. Right. So I've drilled the thing now. It's pretty close. The central hole wasn't quite in the middle, but it's inside the lines. And the four corner ones have gone pretty close to the corners, so I shouldn't have too much filing to do. That's the main reason for drilling the corners and doing the edge. I drilled all well, obviously I didn't drill the big hole in the middle in one go, but I drilled the 4 corner holes at 3.5 mil, and then I drilled the middle at 3.5, and then at 6 I think, and then 9, and then 13, which took it out right to the edge. So I've just got a bit of filing to tidy that up and stretch that out to 15. Now away we go. Right, that's the new one finished. I'm quite pleased with that. A bit tidier than the first one. I've gone over the edge a little bit there, you can see in that bottom right corner, but they're good enough. What's this? No, that's the bar. Whoop. That's going to go through the middle of them. But the good thing about this is you can see the bar goes through the middle and they're both touching each other. I take this one off the end, turn it round, slide it on the bar, and they're still touching each other, which means the hole through the middle of both of them is pretty close to perpendicular. It's exactly what I wanted. So I've got to trim the tops and level them off because they're a bit rubbish at the moment. And I've marked on the right hand one there, you can see I've drawn a line there. I'm going to make this shorter. That gives me 5 centimeters, 2 inches inside there for the, here you go, and this is the long pole. That's going to go inside. Let's take that one off. You can see how it works. So that's going to sit on top of there. I'm going to drill a couple of holes and weld this to this. But the important thing is the top of this pole is going to rest against this, so I've got full support. So this is just being welded to hold it still, because there's a reasonable amount of play in there because it's not a perfect fit. So anyway, the weight is going to be taken down through the middle of that, and then this piece slides back and forth to give me the adjustment. I'll put a U-shaped thing on here that'll hook underneath the bobbin, and then this will go in and out to allow me to do different widths. And then this is the stand, and this pole will go through there. Yeah, so I'm going to cut going to make this a little bit shorter. You can see that line in there. That will come down to about here. When I cut, that piece is going to get cut off there, that's going to get cut off there, so that will sit down to there, and then that pole will go right the way through all of that. So that should give that plenty of support. So, except it won't be like that. It'll be at 90 degrees, because this will be going like that. But I can't do that. Like this. Let's try that again. There you go. Was I even pointing that in the right place? So this will be about here, and then this piece will sit. This piece will sit like this. But I was so the stand is going to be on one side, which will be there with that metal square pole inside it. This will go here, which will be welded to it, and then this will slide in and out, which will have the U-shaped piece on here. And then it'll slide out for a wider swinging arm, slide in for a narrower one. And I'm going to put a little bolt through there that will just hold that still. stop it wiggling around. Yeah. Okay, so I've got these two tops now. I've drilled 2 holes here that I can weld through to secure the bar that goes in the end, and for the cross pieces that they're going through there so that I can lock them, I've drilled and tapped a 6mm hole there so I can lock the cross piece in place as it goes through. So now I'm just going to weld these two onto the long bars here, like so, and I've got these two which form the straight pieces, which go on the arm that joins the 2 sides together. So I'm going to weld the shorter poles through those as well. So this is the support that goes on the end of the these little bars, which will then lift up the bike. I can show you that, like that. Oh, where is it? There we are. It'll go on the back like that. That will just rest there and lift it up. So I've made one, and I've drawn around it. It's not very symmetrical. I think it was symmetrical, and then I wandered a bit when I was cutting it. But I've spent far too long on this now. I'm not going to redo it. Anyway, so there's, I've drawn out another one, roughed that out. Just got to use this as a template and finish that off.